Hey everyone, it's Michelle with Silver Snake Designs. Before we get into this tutorial, I just wanted to say that it has just been a very tough year, which is why I haven't uploaded any tutorials to YouTube. It's just been really difficult with COVID and everything that's been going on. I've been working from home from my day job. Last March, they pretty much had quite a few hundred of us start working from home. March, it'll be 1 year since I've been working from home. In the midst of this pandemic, I was also last year shopping around for a new home, and in September I just closed on my townhome. And it took up most of my time last year just going through the process of looking, packing, moving, and unpacking. So I was also under a lot of stress due to friends and family getting sick with COVID, and it's just been all around a hectic year. I also adopted a cat, so you may hear her in the videos going forward. So her name is Cleopatra, and that's what the adoption agency named her. And she's just been a real sweetie, you know, just a really nice companion and a stress reliever through this really tough period. So that's what's been going on with me, and I decided to get back into making videos now because I am in a good spot and I can do so. And the other thing I wanted to say is thank you. Thank you so much for staying with me and watching my videos through this rough patch. I appreciate you all and hope that you are all doing well yourselves, and lots of light and love to you all. So, with that being said, let's jump right into the tutorial. And just wanted to say as well, if this tutorial helps you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. So this is a variation on cubic right angle weave, but I don't know if it's really a variation because the process is the same of doing regular cubic right angle weave. Instead of just using seed beads, you're actually using a seed bead and a rondelle. So right now I am working with, well, my materials list is this KO beading thread in gold, size 11 seed bead, 2x3mm rondelle, and that's what we're going to use in this video. I have these size 15s here just so I can show you like a different thing, how to finish it if you want. I also have a John James needle size 12 that I work with, and that's all you really need. So technically you just need the size 11s and these rondelles, but look how tiny these rondelles are. Boop, boop. So they're 2x3 faceted glass rondelles. And then here is a sample. And I call this a channel setting because the way the rondelles are and the way the seed beads sit on the side, it looks like it's a channel setting. So that's why I called it that. And it's really, it's one of my favorite stitches. It's actually really beautiful. And then maybe going forward, and I was thinking about doing another video, is maybe as an example here, I can show you, like, these are two cabochons that I'm working on. They're unfinished at this point, but as soon as I finish them and buff them, I'll put them in my Etsy shop. So I'll show you maybe how to do a bezel setting, you know, how to make a bezel around maybe a Rivoli or a cabochon using the channel setting. And it's really pretty. And also too, I just wanted to say that if you are having problems following along with this tutorial and need to brush up on cubic right angle weave, I have a video tutorial that shows you how to do cubic right angle weave with the 3 colors, and I will link that in the description box below. Sometimes this can be really confusing for somebody who's doing it the first time if they're using 1 color or 2 colors, but the video that I have, like I said, shows you how to do it with 3 colors, so it's a lot easier to follow along and see and follow the path of the needle and the thread and where it goes next. So let's jump right into it. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick up a rondelle. Oop, I did not pick up a rondelle. And then we'll pick up 3 gold beads. And then we are going to go through the rondelle. And your work should look like this. Now, if you want to reinforce it, we'll go back through it one more time. And then we'll exit the rondelle. 2. Come on. Oops. I got butterfingers. It's been a while since I did a tutorial, huh? Can't you tell? All right. And so now your work should look like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick up a gold, a rondelle, and a gold. Okay. And then we're going to go back through this rondelle. And your work should look like this. Now we're going to go through this gold seed bead right here. And that's Cleo if you can hear her. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up 2 gold beads. And we're going to go through this seed bead here. And then this seed bead here. So those 2. Like that. And your work should now look like this. We're going to take our needle and we're going to go through this next seed bead right here. Okay. And we're going to pick up 2 gold beads. And we're going to go through this seed bead here and this seed bead here. So that one that we just exited. So we'll go through these 2. It's just like that. And your work should now look like this. I know it just looks weird, but follow me. It'll get better. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through this seed bead. Just trying to move that other string out of the way so it's easier for you to see. Okay. Now what we're going to do, I know it doesn't look like a cube yet, but follow along. See this seed bead right here? We're going to go up through there, but I am not going to pull it tight. I'm going to keep it loose so that way you could see the path of the thread and how that's going to work. So you can see that we went from this seed bead to this seed bead. I'm going to pick up a gold bead. I'm going to come down this bead here. So it's almost going to make like a loop. So we came out of here, we went up here, we're going to come down this seed bead here. Okay, and likewise, I am not going to pull this tight just because I want to show you guys how it's going to look. So let me just move my thread. Okay, so remember, we exited here, we're coming up through here, we're coming down through here. Okay, I'm not going to pull that tight, but I'm just going to do it just so you can see. We're going to come through here. So we almost made like a loop. Okay. And then the last thing before I pull tight is we're going to come up here. And then, sorry, what I'm going to do is finish it by pulling tight. And so I'm just going to pull it. And now you should see your rondelles sitting above each other, your thread coming out here. And if you look at the top, you'll see we have a rondelle, we have a seed bead, and seed bead. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go finish by the row by going through the rondelle, because remember how I said before, we always want to exit the rondelle. And we'll go through once around. 1, 2, I don't know if you can hear her, 3, and 4. And so now we did that. And we're exiting the rondelle. So now you got your first little cube. And now what we're going to do is now we're ready for the next unit. So we're going to pick up gold, rondelle, gold. We're going to go through the rondelle. And then we're going to go through our next seed bead. We're going to pick up 2 gold beads. And I'm going to go through this rondelle and the rondelle we just exited. So it looks like this. Okay, so now you can see it's starting to stand up on its own now. Okay. And then we're going to go through the next seed bead here. Just showing you the side. Now we're going to pick up 2 seed beads. And we're going to go through those 2. And now we're going to go through the next seed bead. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here like that. We're going to pick up 1 seed bead and we're going to come down this bead here. And now we're going to come back through this seed bead. Oops. We're going to come back through this seed bead. Up this seed bead. And we're going to go through the rondelle. And likewise, if you want to reinforce, you can. I don't do it. So we'll do it again. We'll pick up a seed bead, a rondelle, and a seed bead. We'll go back through the rondelle. We'll go through our next seed bead. Pick up 2 seed beads. And we'll go through this rondelle, this seed bead, and this seed bead. So we'll go through those 2. And then we'll go through our next seed bead. Pick up 2. And then we'll go through this seed bead and this seed bead. And then just like that. And then I'm going to go through this seed bead there. I'm going to go up here, that seed bead, pick up another seed bead. I'm going to come down through this seed bead. I'm going to go through this seed bead and then back through here in a loop. I'm going to go down, across, up, and through the rondelle. And that's how you do that. And right now you can see it's got a lovely little channel setting. And so here we go again. And we're just going to keep on doing that. So it's always going to be seed bead, rondelle, seed bead. Then you pick up 2 seed beads, 2 seed beads, and then 1 seed bead. And that's pretty much what the pattern is. And then, so we'll go back through the rondelle, just like that. We'll go through our next seed bead here, pick up 2, and then I'll go back through these 2. I'll go through my next seed bead. I'll pick up 2. Oop, come on. And I'll go back through this one and this one. I'll go through this bottom one. I'll come up through here. Pick up 1 seed bead. I'll come down through this one. I'll come across through this seed bead. I'll come up through here. And exit the rondelle. And that's basically how you do that. So now what you can do too is to finish it, because once you complete your channel setting, what you can do is you can finish it off by going and taking your needle. So if like we're exiting the rondelle here, so let's just pretend we beaded all this. So let me add the strand. So you're exiting your rondelle. So what you can do is you can take your 15s, I'll just bring a couple over here, and then just put them as if you were going to do peyote stitch in between the sides here. So we'll put that, go through there. We'll go through here. We'll pick up a 15 and go through the next. So it's kind of like doing peyote stitch. And then we'll just go through the next one. So it almost gives it, instead of having like the spaces between the seed beads, this actually makes it really more of a channel setting. Come on. There we go. And likewise, when we get to the edge, I'll show you what'll happen if instead of filling the sides here with 15 O's, what happens and what it looks like if we were to fill these in instead of 15 O's using the 11 O's. So let's just go here. And the one thing about putting the 15 O's in these is that you can see as I'm pulling, it kind of curves it. So what you can do is, if you pulled it, it'll almost like kind of curve. But if you keep it loose enough, it'll stay straight. So let's just get this. This just kind of fills it in. We're almost done. And then you could practice this too. And you can do a lot of different designs, you know, like maybe instead of the gold seed beads in here, maybe you can put another color seed bead and just give it like just a different kind of accent. Okay, and then what we're going to do, I'm going to go here. When we come to the end, I'm going to pick up a 15 and I'm going to go through the rondelle just to get us onto the other side. Okay, and now we're going to start doing that with the size 11s, and you'll see the difference. Because the size 11s are bigger beads, they're going to stand up and you're going to see like a little mountain and a valley, like you would if you were doing like a peyote stitch. And it really, really helps too. By cubic right angle weave is pretty amazing because you've already got like bases of peyote. You just have to, you know, stitch in the valleys. But you can see there's a beautiful channel setting right there on that side. And then I'll just show you what it looks like when we do size 11s. So let me just grab a couple here. And I'll show you what the other side looks like. And then you can just custom tailor this to like whatever you want. So we'll put an 11 and we'll go through that bead. Pick up another bead, go through the next uppity mountain, I'll call them mountain and valleys. Sometimes with these permanent finish beads, the coating's a little thick and so it's a little hard to get the the needle through the bead because it makes a smaller hole. Okay, go through that one. Go through there. Come on. It's been a while since I've beaded. I've just, you know, like I said before with the pandemic and everything, it's just been a while. I'm a little rusty. Well, that one's a little hard to get through. Oh, darn. Hang on. There. Sometimes the pliers, you need a pliers. There we go. Almost done. Don't like it when my thread gets caught on the other parts of the beadwork. And so last, we're going to go back through the rondelle, which will quote unquote close it off. And there we go. So now you can see the difference. So whatever side you like more, if you like the, that's my chair. So if you really like the, if you really like the 15-0 side of things, because it's a little bit more level, and you can actually kind of see if we did the 11-0 side, it's a little bit more raised. So you have the little mountains and you have the little valleys. And then likewise, what we can do is if we were going to do peyote stitch, we would just, here's the side of it right here, we would just peyote stitch up. Or even, and if you didn't want to do it on the side, you can actually, and I'll show you this in the next video when we do the bezels. I'll just show you really quick here. As you do this, you could see there's a bottom side, and we can peyote stitch around, and then we can join this too, or however you can join it like that to make a lovely little link, or you can join it like this so when you do your bezel. So that's how that goes. Sorry, my ring just got caught on the cord. So that's pretty much how that goes. If you have any questions, message me below, send me a message. I'm around Silver Snake Designs. I'm on Facebook. I'm here too on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube. And likewise, I hope you guys are happy, healthy, and light and love to you all. Take care. Bye.